So you want to have an airtight marketing strategy for your digital initiatives, but you don't know where to start, right? Well, in the following video, I'm going to cover 9 steps that will not fail you to design and plan your digital marketing strategy. A word of advice, this video covers a lot of content in a short amount of time. So are you ready? During the first phase, we're going to take a closer look at your business to then build your digital marketing strategy with solid roots. It's important that you make sure that your company mission, your why, your company vision, your future are aligned and reflected in your social media marketing strategy. Run an honest SWOT analysis to better understand your strengths, your business weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats. Now that you have a clear understanding of your company's present, let's set clear objectives and goals to focus your marketing strategy towards it. Now, how do you come up with a good social media strategy? That is by creating SMART goals. Pretty clever, right? Well, the word SMART in this case, we're using it as an acronym. The S stands for specific, the M for measurable, the A for achievable, the R for realistic, and the T for timely. Here are the most frequently used social media tactics. Social listening. There are many tools that can send you alerts to let you know when someone is mentioning your brand or your hashtags in social media. Live video. Bring the nostalgia back from the old school television broadcasting and have social media streaming where your audience can also be engaged and leave comments. Chat box. This is an AI wonder that allows you to answer to your clients' frequently asked questions with a little chat box that people just type the question and you reply to them. Direct messaging. Be where they are. So by direct messaging, they can write, your clients, your audience can write to you the same way they write to friends, and then you have someone there replying to them. It's just like your call center, but for messages. Augmented reality. This is like bringing your product to their reality, but without having to wear any goggles. It just shows. Ephemeral content. Ephemeral content is very hot right now. It's just giving products or promotions or content on a very limited time frame. So people are like craving for it and know it's limited, so they're on top of it. Think of it as user-generated content. These are basically allow your users to have to share your content, make your content shareable, make it easier for them to want and to share it with others, right? So that's by making it friendly, shareable friendly, or put it onto social media that they can also incorporate it and spread the word for you. Analyze your audience with real data. Make sure that you're building your buyer persona, your audience with real data and not with gut feelings, right? You want those people to really exist and not be like, I think that my clients are, go to your data and analyze it. So you have the real audience that you have. When putting together your buyer persona, make sure, it could be multiple buyer personas, right? Make sure that you're using not only their demographics, but also their psychographics, their hobbies, their habits. Put all together to describe what your typical buyer persona is. Now that you know your buyer persona, then map out how they got to your brand, how the different touch points that you put out there as a brand interacted with your buyer persona and what they felt throughout it. Like they like this, they came to me because they saw an ad on Google, then the ad arrived to our website on a landing page that we have for the Google ads. Once they fill out a form on the landing page, we reply to them. So you build all these different scenarios to understand the customer journey and how they get to a successful conversion. After understanding better your client journey, you can put together what is called a digital ecosystem. This digital ecosystem will help you on the planning by having like a chart that shows you step by step how you're going to target each different channel and how it's going to be the transition from getting to your client to conversion, and how the different touch points that interact with your client. Having a digital ecosystem allows you to have a more precise structure and a more manageable digital marketing campaign. Creating a content database can help you to better organize your posts, your social media posts, and to make sure that you always have fresh, scheduled content coming out to your audience. Using a platform like Hootsuite can make your life so much easier by scheduling all the posts ahead of time. Because of the inability of your team to read your mind or your inability to clone yourself, it's very hard to have the same tone and same kind of voice on social media unless you create a content guideline. This way, all your staff members that interact with the brand on social media are able to use those guidelines to sound alike. When running a social media campaign, we come across a lot of different platforms and they all have their own different metrics to showcase the results, right? The problem is that there is so many metrics that we can follow and so many screens that we can have open. So having a dashboard that simplifies your work by having all of those metrics in one single screen will make your life much easier, and it will make those campaigns actually useful towards your final objective. To design an effective paid advertisement strategy, you need to keep in mind your overall objective at every point. Are you looking to increase awareness? Then you can't really have a CTA that says buy now, because that's against your objective, right? What is your budget? Also keep in mind your budget. You have to take your overall budget, divide it by day, and then also divide it by the amount that you want to give to each different platform, right? In social media. Keep in mind your target audience. Do they frequent Pinterest or LinkedIn? Where are you gonna put your money more? Last but not least, make sure that you have a clear control of your metrics and your KPIs to decipher what is your next step and how are you going to adapt your campaign if you need to throughout the length of it. I hope that you found this mini tutorial helpful for the planning of your digital marketing strategy. And the only thing that I ask you is that you leave me your comments and feedback below so I know who you are. Thank you.